Hi guys, it's Michelle. So I am back for another wee vlog chat just now, and really this was just something that a few people have asked me that I've spoken to via different alopecia chat sites and like the Alopecia UK Facebook group, and just in general a lot of people have said to me, other people maybe with alopecia have said, how did I tell people, or how did I let everyone know? So I've kind of maybe covered a wee bit about this, and people have said to me, you know, who have alopecia, how do you tell people when you decide that's what you want to do? Now, not everybody wants to tell people. There's no right and no wrong whether you should or whether you shouldn't. It's really about how you feel yourself. If you want to keep that to yourself, that's totally up to you. If you want to tell people, that's up to you too. For me, I was in a situation where, like, I've obviously told you I was on my way to work, my hair came out and I just blurted out, my hair's falling out, to people at work. I kind of didn't want to tell people, but I did want to tell people, and I kind of told everyone because I can keep a secret till the end for my friends, for families. You know, I would never say anything to anyone and tell other people's stories, because that's not my place. I think it's up to everybody to tell your own story. So for me, I can't keep my mouth shut. If it's about me and somebody asks, I'm just like, yeah, I'll tell you. And yeah, that's why I kind of thought this vlog thing's probably a good idea. So if you guys ask me any questions, then I'm happy to come and sit and talk nonsense about it for a wee while. So yeah, for me, like, I didn't just kind of say, well, I've got alopecia to everyone, but you know, like, if somebody I knew was looking at me, or like if somebody said to me, your hair looks different, because when I got a wig at first, I mean, I had jet black hair forever, and I had a blonde bobbed wig by Amori. Actually, it was a second hand one I bought off of eBay, and it was really blonde. I'm never blonde, and it was bobbed. It was so different. It was a really good quality wig. It was amazing. People were like, your hair's different. I'm not seeing you for a couple of months, but you look different. And I said, oh, it's a wig, my hair's falling out. And then half the time I proceeded to whip it off eventually. Initially I didn't. I just go, oh, I've got alopecia, my hair's falling out. It was just what kind of came automatic to me. So for me, that was the best way for me to handle it, because that was me kind of just being true to myself, I guess. But you know, for you, it's how you feel is best. Like, obviously initially, my mum and my dad, my husband, I told my friend Lindsay, who I've known forever and a day, I told her straight away. I texted her and I was like, my hair started to fall out, I've got alopecia. My friend Jenna, who's a hairdresser, I messaged her and I was like, look at my hair, and I sent her a photo. It was easy for me to show people photos because I didn't need to see their kind of initial reaction to what they were seeing. So for me, that was really easy. Again, that's for me, that's not for everyone. And I kind of think, initially, I looked at people who would take their hair off, their wigs off, or take off a headscarf in public, and I was shocked. I went to first meet a group of girls in Glasgow when basically Amy and Jen, who work for Alopecia UK, they were in Scotland for a GP's conference. So some of the Scottish Alopecia support group had arranged for a meeting up in Glasgow in a restaurant, and the plan was to go there and Amy and Jen would be there and we could have a wee alopecia get together. This was near the very start of my kind of alopecia journey, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. I want to meet other people who've got alopecia. I don't know anyone with alopecia. I think support groups are a wonderful thing. I have never been one to go to a support group, but I do think that they are brilliant. Now, as much as I've had different things wrong with me through my life and different issues and bits and bobs, I've never done the support group thing, because as much as I'll tell people stuff about me when I feel kind of vulnerable, I'm not always good at sharing that with people until I kind of feel like I've passed it and I'm feeling better. I'm not good at that at all, really not. I'm more than happy for people to share stuff with me, and I do think it is actually better to share things when you feel vulnerable or need support or feel like there's a bit of a burden on you, then I do think it is good to share. However, it doesn't mean I'm good at it, because I'm not. When I'm in the situation, I'm a bit rubbish. Yeah, I thought I'm going to go to the support group because as much as I've had physical things and illnesses that sorry, I get really breathless when I talk for a while. So yeah, as much as I've had different things wrong with me physically, and different things happen to me which people would consider a big deal, I've kind of breezed through a lot of stuff because it's not affected me emotionally, whereas alopecia is not physically dangerous, it's your hair falling out. However, it does affected my sense of identity, my sense of self, my sense of personhood, whatever you want to call it. It affected me on the inside, my emotions, mentally, how I viewed myself and the world around me, which sounds so ridiculously cheesy, but you know, it really did. So this is a long way of telling you, I went to a support group. Now, I saw this amazing friend of mine called Lorna. This was the first time I met Lorna. Lorna's Scottish as well. She lives other side of Scotland from me. Lorna has had alopecia for, I don't know, I might be wrong, about 30-40 years, I think, maybe. She is an amazing woman. I honestly, right, okay. So we were all sitting during this meal. I turned up, I felt really down this day, really quite low in mood. I wasn't doing well, if I'm honest. I was really struggling. And I thought, I'm not going to this meeting, I'm just not going. My husband was at work. I'd asked my parents to look after the children. And I said to my dad, you don't need to take the kids anymore. I am not going to go because I keep crying and I feel rubbish and I'm not dealing very well with things, and the last thing I want is to be around anyone right now, so you don't need to babysit. And my dad, in his wisdom, said to me, if you're feeling really low, maybe this is the time that you should go. And I thought, sorry, I've got something in my eye. And I thought, no, I'm not going. And then I thought, yeah, you're right. Why is my dad always right? So I went. I am so glad. He was so right. I feel this day was such a turning point. It was one of the lowest times I'd had. I had lost all my eyelashes and everything. I didn't want to look in a mirror. If I was putting on makeup, I would use the tiniest mirror, do an eye, then an eye, do bits of foundation, do my lips. I did not want to see my whole face. I didn't want to. I would take photos, I would just upload to Facebook of my hair loss and whatever else. I couldn't look at myself. And so basically at this point my skin was now breaking out because I had at this point just lost, I think I was about 90% scalp hair loss, and most of my body hair had all started to go. So I went to the meeting, put a headscarf on, not very well, but I did. I put on a headscarf and I went. So Amy and Jen from Alopecia UK were there. A few of the girls from the Scottish Alopecia support group were there. I met Victoria, who has now started up an Alopecia UK Glasgow support group, which is amazing. I met Lorna, and Lorna, yeah, so we were sitting, everybody was eating dinner. I walked in and I was late because I got lost. I'm the one that lives closest and I got lost. But I walked into the restaurant and I'm like, where did I go? I'm like kind of looking for all these bald women and I'm like, I'm not seeing any. So I was like looking around and I spotted this table and there were two girls with headscarves on. So Karina was there, has her headscarf on. Jen has a headscarf on. This girl who had short kind of buzz cut hair, turns out it was Amy. It was patchy, but I didn't see the patches. I was like having a wee look around. And then everybody else had gorgeous hair, which were wigs that I couldn't even tell. So anyway, I was kind of like, do I walk over, or what if that's a different group and they're offended if I go, hi, are you with Alopecia UK people? And I said to the guy at the desk who worked at the Miche, I said to him, I was like, is that an alopecia group? And he's like, I think that's your best bet. Oh, okay then. So I went over and I was like kind of standing, and they made me feel so welcome. I was so nervous. I sat in my car for ages before I went in. I was so nervous, but I met everyone and oh my goodness, I'm so glad I went because it was a real turning point. I felt like I was very self-conscious, but I felt like I kind of feel normal. I feel like I'm with other people the same as me. I kind of fit in. I don't know, like, just remember laughing and joking about, like, oh, I can't believe it, like, no eyelashes, so I'll have to shave part of my legs, no eyelashes, need to pluck my toe. Do you know, it was lovely. It was just so normal feeling, and people got what I was saying. They got it. They just understood. Like Linda, I was talking to her, and then when people all started to kind of dissipate and leave, I was talking to Amy, and I said to Amy, I was telling her like a couple of illnesses that I've had, and I was like, this is the thing though, I dealt with them fine, and people don't understand that alopecia's bothered me because they kind of think you've had a lot going on in your life and you're never bothered, so it's just hair. And yeah, and I was saying, but you know, this is one thing that has really knocked me and made me question everything. So it was amazing to meet them. I remember that night at dinner, halfway through, I didn't eat anything, I was so nervous, couldn't even eat, I didn't even have a drink or nothing. We were sitting during dinner, and Lorna's like eating away and talking to everybody, and I was like, she's so lovely, everyone's so lovely. And then next thing, Lorna's like, it's hot in here, and I was like, yeah, as it's roasting. I'm like sweating through my headscarf, and Lorna goes, takes her wig off in the middle of a restaurant. In the middle of a restaurant, I'm like, there are people here, people can see her, what's she doing? I can't believe she's just taking her wig off. Like, people will see that she's like not got any hair. So, but like, I was new to all of this, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe she just did that. Not in a bad way, just like, oh. And then I remember thinking, I wish I could be like that. Just take off my hair, take my headscarf off, and not care if somebody looks at me. So what? So what? Doesn't matter. I remember looking at her and thinking, wow. And afterwards, when I went home, that really inspired me, and I remember thinking, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be somebody who would let the world just see them and not care what they think, that would happily have their hair on and just take it off when it bothers them, who can sit there in their natural state and not feel judged, and even if they do, so what? It doesn't matter. They're accepting of who they are. And I remember just thinking, wow, I have so much respect for this woman, she's actually incredible. And I remember thinking, I'll never be like that. And then, you know, like a year down the line, in fact not even a year, a wee while down the line, then now I do just sit and I'll take my wig off and whatever, and it's not a big deal. But I remember at the time, that was a huge, I would have never done that. I would have never done it. I was so aware of everything. Like, if anybody looked at me in the street as I was walking by, even if, like, they would glance, like, say this is them, if they went, and this is me, sorry, if they went like that and glanced by me, I'd be like, oh, they know I'm wearing a wig, oh, they're looking at my head, oh my goodness, no, I've got alopecia, oh, they think I'm weird. Do you know, like, I'm so conscious of it. And I know a lot of people feel like when you start wearing a wig, you feel kind of funny, like, people will be able to tell. People can't usually, you know, people don't notice. And if people don't notice, but I understand when you're aware of something within yourself, then it is something you do worry about, you know, like with seeing other people. And it's like when I was pregnant, all of a sudden I noticed everyone was pregnant. Everyone, because you're more aware of it. So when you're aware of pregnancy, like for me, when you're aware of pregnancy, you start to notice the same amount of people are probably always pregnant walking around, but I'm oblivious to it. But because it was affecting me, I was aware. So if anybody looked in the vicinity of here to here, I was convinced they knew I had alopecia. They were looking at my wig. I just, and that wasn't really down to other people. That was down to more of a reflection on how I felt about myself and what I was going through at the time. Yeah. So I feel like I've gone off at a tangent. I have gone off at a tangent. Yeah, so I met Amy, I met Jen from Alopecia UK. They're amazing. The support group thing has been amazing for me. I've met some new friends. Victoria, who takes the Glasgow group, she's a wonderful woman. She is just the most lovely girl ever. Linda is just lovely. Mandy is gorgeous and lovely. Leanne, I have met, is like a sister to me. She's like actually like a sister. She's, I feel like I've known her forever. We went a road trip to Newcastle. We have so much fun and nonsense together. We're probably bad for each other. No, we're not really. I love her to bits. But you know, I thought alopecia was a real curse. When I had alopecia at first, I was like, it's the worst thing to happen to me. It is the most difficult thing I've probably had to deal with emotionally in so many ways. I've had other kind of big things happen to me which have been tough emotionally and have been a real struggle. Hi guys, so I had kind of stopped filming the other day. I was not very well. So yeah, so I have had things that have been a bit of a struggle in my life at times for different things, like we all do. Everybody in this world all has things to deal with. But yeah, where I thought alopecia was a curse before, I feel it's been a real blessing to me. I've met so many friends, and I'm going to just stop this video now because otherwise I will be here all day and that's too much for anyone. So I will be back soon with some more vlog for you all, but for just now I will leave it as is. So if you're considering a support group, by all means, please do. Even if you don't feel you need support yourself in dealing with alopecia or hair loss, if it's just a place to meet people that you have kind of common ground, something you have in common with people, you know, it's a great place to meet other friends and just have some fun and make some bald jokes and laugh and cry together and just be with other people. If you are struggling with hair loss, you can go to the Alopecia UK website, www.alopeciaonline.org.uk. If you're on Facebook, they have a closed group for people affected by alopecia, so please do request to join, find them, send an email via the website and someone will get back to you, probably Amy, I think it is likely. However, I feel that they've really made a huge impact on me in a positive way. So if you're in the UK or you're British, do get in touch with the charity. They are just phenomenal. If you are in Scotland, if you're in Glasgow, please come along to the Glasgow support group and you will meet me being wacky, but you'll meet all these amazing girls and women that are there. I noticed watching a bit of that video, I don't know if you guys will notice a big line like that, because I had a hat on before I had filmed before and took it off, and the hat's taken away a lot of my makeup, so I have this big semicircle. I don't know if you'll notice that or not. Anyway guys, I'm going to go. Thank you once again for watching. Please comment down below, give me a wee thumbs up, follow, subscribe to the channel if there's anything alopecia wise or makeup wise or anything you want to know about me, anything that I can do, any videos, just let me know and I would be more than happy to do anything for you guys. But I'm going to go because I need my inhaler. Love you all.